Why the gold digger narrative needs to die once and for all. Let's address the elephant in the room. Why is the gold digger narrative still so pervasive in today's society? Despite the strides made toward gender equality, there remains a cultural fixation on labeling ambitious women in demeaning ways. It's as though success and wealth, when connected to women, are inherently suspicious. When a woman marries well, or leverages her platform for financial gain, society is quick to suggest ulterior motives. This damaging stereotype feeds into a much larger issue, the belief that women can't achieve success independently. It reduces their worth to who they marry or who they are associated with, rather than acknowledging their hard work and accomplishments. This isn't just about Meghan Markle. This is about women everywhere who have had their achievements diminished by outdated and sexist notions. The good news? More and more people are beginning to recognize these harmful narratives for what they are. As women continue to push boundaries and redefine what success looks like, the gold digger trope will eventually fall out of favor. And, as Meghan has shown us, the best way to defeat this narrative is by refusing to play into it. The cultural impact. Why Meghan's journey matters to us all. Meghan Markle's story doesn't exist in a vacuum. It reflects broader societal issues about gender, race, and ambition. At the intersection of all these is a powerful lesson. Women, particularly women of color, are often held to impossibly high standards. Meghan's every move has been scrutinized in a way that's rarely seen with other public figures, and it's hard to ignore the role that race and class play in that scrutiny. By standing firm and continuing to advocate for herself and others, Meghan has become a symbol of resilience. She represents a new wave of women who are rewriting the rules, who won't apologize for their success, and who are carving out space in arenas that were once closed off to them. Her ability to rise above the noise and focus on her purpose is something that resonates far beyond celebrity gossip. It's a reminder that every woman deserves the right to define her own worth. This cultural moment matters because it's forcing society to reckon with these long-standing issues. And as more people speak out, the harder it becomes to ignore the unfair treatment of women in power. Meghan's journey is just one example of how women are fighting for their place in a world that often tries to sideline them. How you can apply Meghan's lessons in your own life. It's easy to look at Meghan Markle and think her story is far removed from our own realities. After all, she's a duchess, a celebrity, and lives a life most of us can only dream of. But at its core, Meghan's story isn't just about royalty. It's about resilience, self-worth, and the courage to pursue your dreams despite the naysayers. We all face moments in life where we're questioned, doubted, or made to feel like we're not enough. Maybe it's in your career, where people assume you're not capable of success without help. Maybe it's in relationships, where you've been unfairly judged for your choices. Or maybe it's simply in your personal goals, where you feel society is telling you to stay in your lane. Meghan's story teaches us that no matter where the criticism comes from, it's possible to rise above it. You don't have to conform to other people's expectations. You don't have to let their labels define you. Like Meghan, you can create your own path, and in doing so, prove that your success is entirely your own. Here are 3 key takeaways you can apply to your life. Don't apologize for your ambition. Whether it's a new job, a promotion, or a personal project, don't shy away from your ambition. Your goals are valid, and your desire for success doesn't make you any less worthy. Remember, confidence in your dreams is powerful, no matter what others say. Control your narrative. In a world where people will try to define you, take charge of your own story. Like Meghan, find ways to assert your voice, whether that's through your work, your passion projects, or how you present yourself. Don't let others dictate who you are. Embrace resilience. Criticism and negativity are inevitable, but they don't have to derail you. Use them as fuel to keep pushing forward. Meghan's ability to remain focused despite the noise shows that resilience isn't about ignoring challenges, it's about thriving in spite of them. Moving forward, how society can better support women. The narrative around women like Meghan Markle is slowly shifting, but there's still much work to be done. As a society, we need to rethink how we view successful women and stop questioning their motives at every turn. Instead of resorting to outdated stereotypes, we need to celebrate their ambition and resilience. It's not just about calling out the gold digger label when it's used, but actively working to dismantle the societal structures that allow such labels to persist. This means supporting women in leadership, amplifying their voices, and giving them the space to define their own success. It means recognizing the value women bring, not just in their personal lives but in the broader social and economic spheres. For Meghan, her journey is far from over. But in many ways, she's already won. By refusing to back down, she's shown that no amount of criticism can overshadow her purpose. And in doing so, she's inspired countless others to keep pushing forward, even when the odds seem stacked against them. A final call to action: join the conversation. As we wrap up, let's take a moment to reflect. Meghan Markle's experience isn't just her story, it's a window into how women are often treated when they break free from societal expectations. But change starts with conversations like these. So, what's your take? Have you faced unfair criticism for your ambitions or choices? How do you think society can better support women like Meghan? Join the conversation in the comments below. Share your stories, your thoughts, and let's keep this dialogue going. Together, we can challenge the narratives that hold women back and celebrate the resilience and power that comes from defining success on our own terms. Meghan Markle's story is more than just a celebrity tale. It's a global conversation about women's challenges. Women everywhere face similar hurdles, whether in work, business, or personal life. Women of color face even more obstacles. They deal with gender and racial stereotypes in many areas. Meghan's story shows the double standards women and women of color face daily. But there's hope. Meghan's story is sparking important discussions. It's about women everywhere who want to be seen and respected for who they are. Women worldwide are supporting Meghan. They share their own stories of being misunderstood and judged. Together, they are challenging a system that tries to control them. This movement is changing things. We're seeing more women celebrated for their achievements. Female ambition is no longer feared but embraced. Meghan's story is part of a larger movement. Women are refusing to be limited by old narratives. As more women gain power, these stereotypes will fade. Meghan's future looks bright. Despite media attacks, she remains focused on making a difference. Her work in philanthropy, media, and advocacy will continue to impact lives. We can expect great things from Meghan in the future. She's shown she's more than a royal figure. She's a woman with a mission to make a difference. At the heart of this conversation is a simple truth. Your story matters. Like Meghan, you can define your own path and pursue your dreams without fear. There will always be critics. But Meghan has shown you don't owe them an explanation. Your worth is determined by you alone. Take a lesson from Meghan. Stand strong against criticism. Own your ambition. And never let others define your story. Final call to action. How will you rewrite your story? Now it's your turn. How will you rewrite your story? What labels hold you back, and how can you break free? You have the power to redefine yourself anytime. You don't have to be who the world says you are. Like Meghan, you can create a life that truly reflects you. So, what's your next step? What can you do today to take control of your story and move towards your dreams? Join the conversation below. Share your thoughts, stories, and plans for the future. Let's inspire each other to rise above the noise, just like Meghan Markle has. Together, we can create a world where every woman's voice and story is valued.